Greetings, YouTube. It is past midnight here, my time. I am getting ready for bed, but I could not go to bed before I reviewed and put out to many people who are asleep my thoughts on the just announced featured 5-star Hero Crystal, which will be starting October 23rd. Now, I did this once before, and I basically put the champions into three categories. One, trash pull depression. Two, I'll take it. And three, game-changing pulls. We're talking about champs that potentially could actually be game changers for your account. And my belief, because there are so many good champions in the basic, is that you have to have a featured 5-star Hero Crystal pool that has at least a third to a half of champions, like a coin flip, a 50-50 odd of getting a good champion, for it to be worth it at this point. And we're going to talk about whether or not that meets the case. Now, special thanks to our friends at MCOC Trucos, who made this awesome visual aid for us to discuss this. They are incredible. Follow them on Twitter at MCOC Trucos and on Facebook, MCOC Trucos as well. So we're going to start in the top left with Star-Lord, one of my favorite champions still, and a true game changer when awakened, but you can never complain about getting Star-Lord to your account. That is a true game-changing pool. He gets in the game-changing category. Now, Old Balls Logan to the right of him does not. That is a pure depression pool, just as the man to the right of him is Netflix Daredevil. Both those champs, we're going to see a lot of featured pulls, and that will just be pure depression. Now, Spidey, OG Spidey, I'll take it. Thor Jane Foster, I'll take it. Symbiote Spidey is really, really underrated. Not quite a game changer, but still upper tier of, I'll take it. So we've got one account changing pool, two depression, and three, I'll take it. Not bad start on the top row. Now in the second row, we got Howard the Duck, who I just opened like 3 hours ago from the time I recorded this. And I know this is going to seem unbelievable, but he's actually the first champion I ever went for in the featured 5-star Crystal. That's how much I love Howard the Duck. Very underrated special too. I thought he was super cool. Very high prestige as well. But, that's going to be depression for most people. I get that. Cyclops, depression for most people. Karnak is I'll take it just because of the True Strike ability and the synergies, but I'm not a big fan of Karnak still. I hate that you have to use two different classes of Catalyst to rank him up. Rhino, for most people, pure depression, even though I am a fan of his. Dr. Voodoo, potential account-changing champion, awakened, but like Star-Lord, always will take him. Venom, I'm going to go ahead and say potentially account changing, at least for fun, with the buff. And so we have two account changers, three depression, and one, I'll take it. So just to give you a heads up, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of the 12 champions we talked about so far, there have only been two potential account changing champions. Now in the third row, Ghost, unbelievably amazing champion, true account changing champion, does not need to be awakened to be that, unlike Star-Lord and Dr. Voodoo. Omega Red, also an account changer. And Blade, oh my goodness. If you don't have a Blade, all you need to know is that you have a 4.2% drop rate to get Blade, and you will never have as good of a chance again to get Blade in a featured crystal. So go for this crystal if you don't have Blade. Enough said. If you haven't awakened your Blade, the regeneration is also worth going for. This third row is three straight bangers off the top from left to right. And then we have OG Cap, who I'd say is I'll take it. Dorm, very good. Definitely an I'll take it. And then Carnage, kind of like Venom, could be a game-changing champ on attack. Dorm as well. I mean, that third row is so good. There is not a single depression champion on that whole row. Even for those who don't like OG Cap, I still think with the block proficiency the way it is, I think he's underrated. Now the bottom, Red Skull, trash, worst champion of 2018, even more so than Bishop, according to the people I know that love Bishop. So definitely depression if you get Red Skull. Emma Frost, potentially account changing, especially on defense, but I've also seen some crazy videos on offense. Korg, Definitely account changing in terms of defense, but attacks definitely just I'll take it. My girl Quake, who I just pulled 2 5-stars ago, is account changing if you know how to use her for so many nodes, and she gets that female attack bonus in the new season of Alliance War. Certainly worth being excited about. So is Morningstar, a champion that also gets added value, and she already was great value. So both those champs, I'll say, I mean, I guess Morningstar wouldn't say he's an account-changing champion, but I'll take it. And Heimdall, I was super high on him when he first came out, but he doesn't look like he's really held up as well. So I'll be like, I'll take it for him too. So the verdict is, should you go for this or not? If you don't have a blade, stop listening to me and go for this as soon as it comes out. You will never have a better opportunity to get a blade unless they come out with a special crystal that has like a 10% drop rate like they did for the Gwenpool at the movies. You want blade, you need blade, you've got to have blade, go for blade. Besides that, so counting blade, Quake, Emma Frost, Ghost, Omega Red, Carnage, Venom, Dr. Voodoo, and Star-Lord. That is 9. 9 out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 12, 18, 24. 9 out of 24 champs are game changers. So, yes, that's not quite half. Half, of course, would be 12. But when you add in champs like Morningstar and Korg, Dormammu, and even a Spider-Man symbiote, that's another 3 to 4. You have a 50-50 shot of getting a very solid champion or a game-changing champion. So if you don't have most of these champions, for most people, I would say go for this big time. But just be prepared. You're also going to be the person that pulls old balls and suddenly feels like you have a 55-year-old prostate. You're going to be somebody who pulls a Netflix Daredevil and cancels your Netflix subscription. You're going to be somebody that pulls Rhino, and you're more mad than when Rhino randomly showed up at the end of Amazing Spider-Man 2. You're even going to be mad if you pull that Red Skull and think that he should have passed away like you thought he did in that OG Captain America, the first Avenger movie, but then, spoiler alert, he came back, but definitely voiced by a different actor in the new Avengers movie, and at least me, that very much bothered. So, the bottom line is this. If you don't have Blade, go for this. Go for the best Blade percentage ever, a 4.2% drop rate. There are over 100 5-star champions in the basic 5-star crystal, so you have less than a 1% chance to get Blade, assuming all odds are equal, but I don't think they are. I think it's actually less than that. So from a less than 1% chance to a confirmed 4.2% chance, you will never have a better chance of getting Blade in the current meta. And yes, I know that Alliance War will have no bleed ability, but I don't care. He's still going to be the best champion for so many things, and you should go for this if you don't have him. If you're like me and you do, maybe you won't. If Stark Spidey was in this crystal, I would so go for it. I also want to mention that depending on when the symbiote difficulty comes out, you do get one featured 5-star hero crystal from that. So some people really hope that they can complete it by the time, assuming it comes out before October 23rd, by the time that this goes, so they can get the current rendition. But personally, I am going to certainly, even if I have the opportunity to, wait and hope that I can get this featured 5-star hero crystal, unless somehow Kabam is going to do it where you only get the old one no matter what, because that's when the monthly event was released, and so they'll go with the old one. But I hope that's not the case. I hope that you have a chance to get this featured 5-star hero crystal from the crystal. And I'm sure there are going to be people who say, Prof, on the forums, they've already said that that's not the case. And I'll be like, thanks, buddy. Thanks for reading the forums for me. I guess I was busy teaching and missed that post. So yeah, go for this. Go for Blade. In fact, the title of this probably is going to be something like the best chance you'll ever have for Blade if you don't have him, even though it's a really long title. So that'll be the idea of it. But you'll read the title, you'll catch the drift. Go for Blade. If you need to awaken your Star-Lord and you don't have a Tech Awakening gem, go for freaking Star-Lord. If you don't have a Star-Lord, go for Ghost. And there are just so many reasons why you should be excited about this, but just mentally prepare yourself, because you could flip a coin and you could get Cyclops and you could get straight depression. So just prepare yourself, because I'm not telling you this to tell you you're going to get lucky, but I'm also telling you this to say there are a lot of amazing champions out there, and I want you to get your hands on them. So thanks for watching YouTube. Let me know if you're going to go for this. Let me know if you're hyped up about this. We'll have a lot of opportunities to get one of these in the next several months. So it's here to stay, and October 23rd, just about a week before Halloween, it's a trick or treat. This is definitely a trick or treat. Half of it's going to be a treat, and half of it's going to be a straight depression trick.